Hey guys, welcome to another Redstone tutorial by Kroll. In this Redstone tutorial I'll be going over more basics of Redstone, like the length, what repeaters can be used for, clocks, and bud switches, and what a bud switch is, and what an application of a bud switch can be. I'll be also showing you different things and going through the explanation on how I built this thing with the chests, and how it opens it, and how I built this to go into the house. So let's get started. Redstone from a power source can travel up to 15 blocks as seen here, and it will stop here where the particle effects stop. By destroying this one, adding a repeater, it will boost the signal back up and it will go another 15, as you can see here. And the particles stop there. So knowing this, every 15, if you want a really long circuit, you put a repeater. Different things with repeaters also is it will slow down the signal if by right clicking on it, and it has 3 stages, so stage 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it has 4 stages. As over here, this is a clock here. So by joining this redstone torch is the power source, it goes around, hits the repeaters which slow down the pulse, and it will go back into the power source. So by placing that there, as you can see, it pulses around. To slow down this pulse, right click the repeaters, there, and it will slow down the pulse. If you want it even slower, just add more repeaters. So you place that there, start the clock up, slow it down, and that's in its slowest setting there. And that use for the clock can be with this dispenser here. This is the power source here, so it doesn't constantly dispense, goes into an inverter, and then when this torch is turned off, the clock will be activated. But as you can see, the torch is on. By stepping on this pressure plate, it will cause this torch to turn off, and the clock will activate as seen here. And after 8 it will disable itself and burn out. If you don't want to do this, just add an extra repeater here and build it one bigger, so like this, and now it will never run. It would only stop when the actual dispenser is out of whatever it's dispensing, as you can see here, and the balls. Another thing that can be used is bud switches. Bud switches work by detecting block updates. So as I turn this on, the piston won't move, but if I use this fence gate, the piston will move. Now by turning it off and create another block update, the piston will retract. And this can be useful in many different things. A recurring bud switch is this one over here. So you've got the 2 power sources here. When this block gets retracted, like that, it turns this on, going over here, powering this block, creating the same effect of over here, as you can see, the diagonal. And over here, the power source is in here, and it is diagonal to here. So if I use this, it will open it, and it will turn it off. It still has power in it, so updating it will close it again, and you can keep doing this. As I have built over here is an application for what a bud switch can be used for. Here is the block update, goes around, and then the output is over here, as you can see with the blue wall. This output goes into the switching station for the minecart, and when I hit that, it will allow me to go straight, and then I can go backwards. And if I want to switch it, and by using this detector track here, it creates a power source that goes up here through the black wall, and it closes this. So when I hit this, it will activate the bud switch again, switching this to go here, and I can go straight. If I hit the bud switch, it'll allow me to go this one, and so forth. This is useful with Minecraft tracks if you want to go to different ways, as I'll explain here. So I'm going through without touching the bud switch. I will go to the right, and then vice versa, and now I'll go back. But if I wanted to go straight on this minecart circuit, I'll activate the bud switch. By right clicking the fence gate, it'll swap this and I'll go straight. Now I'll go back. Using the detector track here, it'll swap it automatically and I'll go straight back. This is very useful, and is why this is a good application for bud switches. And I'll go straight. See? And it just keeps going. Over here is another thing I've built that's pretty useful that people may want to use for like watermelon or pumpkin farms, and it's pretty much automatic. As you can see here, it's all grown. Instead of having to destroy them, I walk on this pressure plate here, it activates pistons and it destroys them all automatically, and then the pistons retract so it can grow back again. So the way I've built this, and I'll show you, is underneath all this is all pistons and stuff I've built. So let's dig down here, or wherever it was, just gotta find it, here it is. So the pistons over here, as you can see, power source goes along here, hits the repeaters that all activate the pistons, which have a block of dirt above them, causing the block of dirt to rise. And if a pumpkin rises, it'll get destroyed. The only problem with this design is you have to block off any way the pumpkins or watermelons can grow. So you, like this one is wrong, so I had the fence gate there so it couldn't grow and it was forced to grow there. And just to show you again, if you missed it, go down here, and it's just repeated on the other side, and that was stupid. Oops. But it's just repeated over this side, the same thing. But it's destroyed now. Oh well. Another thing I forgot to do in the last video is explain how this one worked over here. So the thing that allows you to go down the walkway and up. So down here, and then you click it, click this one, and allows you to go back up. The way I've built this is the power source is in the green block here, which travels around this wire where the blue is, connecting into this inverter here. And then this inverter goes towards the black, goes on the black wall, which is constantly activating these pistons here. So when I hit this power source, it turns off the black, where the black wall is, it turns that off by this activating and hitting that inverter there, turning off the redstone torch. So it retracts the pistons. And what I've done over here is I've just connected this secondary power source, shown by the purple wall, over into the same inverter, and by doing that it creates the same thing as what the blue one will do, so you can get in and out. Ah, bloody rain. What also I forgot to explain is this one over here using the RS NOR latch. So as you can see, this is the RS NOR latch, which is pretty much just two inverted redstone torches. And to change this inversion here, you send power into here, which will cause this torch to turn on, this one to turn off. But in its state at the moment, it's giving power towards the two pistons here. And these are the two outputs here, as you can see by this wall and the black one over there, that goes into these pistons and holds them open. So if by hitting this button, it will cause the power to invert. So this one's on, and these are all off. The outputs are off now. The outputs being off retracts the pistons, causing them to open and gives you access to your chest. By hitting the pressure plate, it sends power back into this torch, turning it off, turning this one on, and it will create an output again, going around. So different things can be built with redstone. So throughout these tutorials, I'll be going on more complex things that you can build with redstone. By using these simple applications as seen here, as a clock or just inversions, you can build really cool things like elevators. You can build quick elevators, dispensers, and just make your overall like farming easier, as over here, or getting around your home or your mines faster with this track intersection. So I hope you enjoyed these tutorials, and I'll probably come out with a new one next time, and with more complex things to do with redstone. If there's anything I haven't explained, just say a comment, or if there's anything you want to see me build and me to explain how to build, I'll do my best, but write a comment and I'll do my best to try and build it. Hope you've enjoyed, and see you guys.